Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Tracy and today's upload is my weekly weighing update for Slimming World. So this week has been my first full week back on plan since, the 3 weeks of Christmas debauchery. I wasn't drunk. I did have a few drinks over Christmas Day, but I wasn't drunk. It was the food debauchery. It was a lot of food over 3 weeks. And this was my first week back on plan since then. So it was actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. I know I had a few days before the last weigh-in to sort of get myself back on plan and into the way things, but I thought I would be craving all the bad foods that I'd had over Christmas and New Year, and I thought it was going to be a struggle to get back on plan this week. Well, not get back on plan, to actually stay on plan. I thought I would be craving the bad foods a lot, and actually I wasn't. It was actually really nice to be eating good healthy food because I wasn't feeling sluggish. I wasn't getting stomach pains from all the bread, the white bread and the bad food. Like when I eat white bread, I feel that it gets stuck in my intestine. I've noticed it so much more since I started Slimming World, and I'll have a little cheat meal or something that'll involve white bread or garlic bread or something, and it feels like glue in my intestine when I have it, and that's what it's like. And I still eat it when I'm having a cheat meal because I love the taste of it. It doesn't matter how bad it makes me feel, but it was just really nice to get back on plan and actually be eating good healthy food. And the food was tasty. The food that I've been having the past few weeks has been tasty, and that is part of the struggle of being on Slimming World, is finding good tasty food. Because a lot of people think when you go on a weight loss journey or a diet, you need to be constantly eating salads, which I love a salad, but they can get boring, especially when you're allowed very few dressings that you can have on them. I can now eat salad completely naked, but if I was eating that over and over again, it would become boring. And I think a lot of people do struggle with getting a good tasty meal that feels like it's not a diet that you're on or a weight loss journey that you're on. It needs to feel like it's a naughty food. And I do try my best, because I've also got Ali to feed in that as well. I do try to have meals that are tasty, not as healthy tasting, if that makes sense. So the only sort of blip that I had in the past week was I went to my dad's for dinner, and you guys that have watched my channel for a while will know that when I go to my dad's, I don't eat Slimming World when I'm at my dad's. I don't ask my mum to make me a Slimming World meal. I just have it as a little cheat meal. It's just one meal. For the rest of the day I'm on plan. It's just that one meal that I guess it's counted as a cheat meal. I just don't count the sins, okay? For the new people, I don't count the sins. And on Sunday we actually went to my dad's for dinner. I try to remember now what we had. What did we have? Oh, we had a soup, a lentil and bacon soup for starters, and then for the main meal we had it was stew, and it had dumplings in it or doughboys, which would have been quite heavily sinned probably, but they were really nice. And we had mashed potatoes. It wasn't like cheeseburger and fries or anything like that, or macaroni cheese, which mum's stepmom is brilliant at making. I probably took me over my sins a little bit for the day, but it wasn't a big like heavily laden sins type meal. So that was that, and this week ahead I won't have that because I'm not going out anywhere to anybody's house or that for dinner, so the next week will be fully on plan. I said in last week's video that I was going to be trying to be better with my Healthy Extra B. Not better, more flexible, because I was good with my Healthy Extra B, but it was always like bread, sandwiches, toast, wraps, rolls. And this past week I have really been a lot more flexible with that. I think I've only had, did I have toast? I think I might have toast one night for my supper, which I have got quite bad at, but I'll go back into that later. I had toast one night for my supper, and apart from that I've had cashew nuts and Ryvita. I've had the Ryvita multigrain ones that you can have 3 of for your Healthy Extra B, and they were really nice actually. I really liked them. I much preferred them to a sandwich or something. I just spread them with the Laughing Cow cheese triangles or some cottage cheese and topped it with either tomatoes or cucumber. I was going to say mushrooms, I didn't do mushrooms, I done cucumber, and it was so nice. Actually my favourite is the cottage cheese and cucumber, really nice, really enjoyed that, and it was a nice little snack or a supper. It was just nice and it was filling as well. So I have been really good with my Healthy Extra Bs. I also said in last week's video that I was going to, well, I think in the middle of that, as I was saying it, try to be more flexible with my Healthy Extra A's, I kind of thought, no, I can't because I need the milk for my coffee. And I thought, I'm just going to have to let that one lie. In fact, I said it out loud, I'm going to have to let it lie. My Healthy Extra A's is going to stay the same because I need the milk for my coffee and I can't do without my coffees. But what I have done this week, oh, it's over here. I did make quite a big change this week, guys. I did. And I decided to switch my milk, which was just the Red Top skimmed milk before, and what I've done this week is I switched to unsweetened almond milk. I will write it on the screen because I can never remember things off the top of my head. I do check stuff as I go along. So if I could use this just for my coffees, then I have my other Healthy Extra A for cheese, basically. I want to use it for cheese. And I have been able to do that this week. I had the Laughing Cow cheese triangles on my Ryvita, which I would have had to count 1.5 cents for each triangle before, but because I was able to use them as my Healthy Extra, I didn't have to use them as sins. Same with the cheese on, I had a pizza this week, didn't have to use my sins for the cheese on my pizza. That was my Healthy Extra A allowance. So as for how it tastes, it's actually not that bad. I'm used to it now. It took a good few days to get used to it, and I did have some of my Red Top milk for a couple of days, so I was using both. I was using my Red Top milk for one Healthy Extra A and this is another Healthy Extra, but I wasn't using all of this by any means. So that gave me a few days to get used to it. And I think because I'm not a creamy milk type person, I've never liked full fat milk. Before I started Slimming World, it was the Green Top semi-skimmed milk that I used, and then I switched to the skimmed milk for Slimming World. And because I'm used to that watery milky taste, that's the taste that I like of milk. I don't like full fat milk. The watery milky taste, because I'm used to that, I think that made it so much easier to get used to this, because this is very like a watery milky taste with a slight aftertaste of almond. But actually that's when you drink it on its own. When it's in the coffee, I can't taste the almond, the slight taste of almond at all. So yeah, I'm used to it now, and I know it's only been a week, but I can't see me not wanting to use it. The only thing that might be an issue is in my actual village, like I can nip to the shop and get semi-skimmed milk or full fat milk so easily. It's actually the same issue that I had with the Red Top milk. So it's not accessible unless I go to one of the big supermarkets, which is a bus journey away. And I am going to have to make sure that I stock up and I have it until like next time I'm on my way to work, because there's an Asda beside my work, I can get that. That is the only issue with it. I am going to have to make sure that I have plenty in the fridge to get me through a good few days. I have got myself in a bit of a bad habit over the Christmas period, a habit that I had before I started Slimming World, and I worked quite hard to break over the last year, and I wasn't quite there yet, but I was getting there. So that would be, that bad habit, that would be not eating in the mornings and leaving it till way later in the day to eat, and then still eating like at night at like 10, 11 o'clock at night, suppers and stuff. And I have been doing that this week. I have been so bad with eating this week. The good thing is I've still managed to keep it on plan. I've managed to keep it relatively healthy. I haven't even had like, you know, when you can have Slimming World, you can have chocolate and crisps and things like that that are sinned within your allowance, within your sin allowance. I haven't even had things like that. It has been like using my Healthy Extra A, some fruit, some yogurts. I have tried to keep it really good, but I am still feeling quite peckish at nights. and I really need to work to break the habit. I need to flip the way I eat and have a breakfast again, and even if it's just fruit, but I am going to try and have my muesli for breakfast with some fruit in it and some of my almond milk, and then I have to stop eating at night unless it's fruit. That was what I was doing before the Christmas period. And that's what I need to do again. I need to get myself back to that, and I haven't been able to do that this week, but I thought baby steps. I like to do things in baby steps. I don't rush myself. I know what my plan is in my head. And this week, it was actually quite impromptu to go and get this milk, and that's quite a big change for me. And I also had the whole switching up my Healthy Extra B choices and that, so that was quite a lot going on for this week. I just needed to concentrate on those things this week, and then the week ahead I am going to try and work on flipping my meals, the way I eat my meals, because I had got so good with that in like October, November time, going into December, and now I'm just back to square one with it. And I'm probably always going to have that struggle, to be honest with you. I probably am going to have that. I want to eat at night and be peckish at night because I've done it for like 20 odd 30 odd years, so it's quite a long time for a habit to be completely broken. But I am going to really work hard on that this week ahead. And I have actually, even today, managed to get up, and I wasn't feeling hungry, but I had my coffee, and then I was diddling about doing my morning duties, changing the cat litter tray, feeding the animals, doing some dishes, hanging up some lotion. I was doing all that, and then I started to feel hungry. But I decided to go for a bath first because Sunday morning, I like my bath on a Sunday morning. By the time I came out the bath, I was feeling quite hungry. So I went downstairs and I made myself a sliced sausage sandwich. So I did use my bread today. That's the second time since I started back on Slimming World that I've used bread as my Healthy Extra B. But I had, last night for tea, we had like a breakfast for dinner type thing, and I had some of the sliced sausage left, so I used that. It's Sunday morning, you need like fry up style breakfast, don't you, on a Sunday morning. In last week's video I also told you guys that I had joined the gym, and I had planned a few fitness classes and things like that, and I was going to the gym after I recorded my weigh-in last week, which I did. And I had 3 classes planned when I spoke to you guys last week. So on Monday I had the spin class planned. I had it booked. On Wednesday I had Zumba. I managed to find a class for a Wednesday night. On Friday I had Pilates booked. And I never ended up at any of the classes this week, but it wasn't all my fault. In fact, only one of them was really my fault. So on Monday I got to spin class, which is actually like 2 villages over. I had to get a bus there. I got there and they told me it was cancelled. I was livid, especially because I actually didn't want that class. I wanted the 5:15 class, but I had to book into the 6:15 one. And the 5:15 people were coming out as I was going in. And I know because one of my friends is in that class, which is why I wanted the 5:15 class. I got to the reception to scan my card and she's like, no, it's cancelled. And I was like, okay. She says, we tried to call you. Which I didn't have a missed call on my phone, but I did have a voicemail, which means that I must have lost signal or something and they just weren't able to get a hold of me, I don't know. So that class was cancelled. She said, why don't you go and use the gym? And I thought, actually, I might as well. I'm here and I just might as well use the gym since I'm not getting my exercise in the way of spin class that I thought I was going to. Went into the gym, it was chock-a-block, and it is a huge gym as well. It was chock-a-block, and all the machines that I would use, like the running machine, the bike machines, the rowing machine, and the one that's like a ski thing, rammed full of people. I walked in and I was like, no, I'm not using this gym. So I came back, but I did wake up on Tuesday and I was like, I'm just going to go down to my local gym. So I did, and I had the place to myself and it was amazing. And I actually ran on the machine because when I went on the Saturday there was quite a few people around. And by few people, I mean the bodybuilder types that are like doing all the weights and looking at themselves in the mirror, and just made me feel so self-conscious that I didn't properly run on the machine. I just done like a really fast walk. And the same on the bikes and stuff. I just didn't go hell for leather like I wanted to. But on Tuesday I did. I went hell for leather. I was running on the machines, which I haven't done in bloody years. I haven't ran in years unless it's for the buses. I see the bus come in and I'm like, oh my god. And when I say run, I mean I do like a Phoebe run. And then I went on the cycle machine, and then I done the ski one, which was so, I could feel that in my arms. That was such a good workout for your arms and the legs. And I was in agony on like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. In fact, I can still slightly feel it in my calves. It was my calves. I was walking like John Wayne. I was like, oh, I must have done a good job at the gym. It wasn't like I proper hurt myself or anything. It was just because I'm so not used to the workout. It will get better over time, I hope. So yeah, that spin class was cancelled. Wednesday, I thought I would be in time for Zumba, but my bus was just taking forever. I ended up missing that. I would have got there about 20-25 minutes late, and that's just, you can't just walk into a class when you're late, especially that amount. Maybe 5 minutes they might allow it, but not 20-25 minutes. So I didn't go to that, and then I couldn't go to the gym or anything because I thought I was going to go to the gym, come back up here, have my tea and go to the gym down the road, but that actually shuts at 6 o'clock, so it was no good. That shut earlier than I finished work. No, that shut at the same time I finished work. So I thought I'm just going to leave it because A, my legs are in pain anyway, and I didn't bother on Thursday either, and I thought I'll have my Pilates class on Friday. But what happened when I didn't actually get to Pilates, I got a phone call. Pilates was cancelled. So again, I was going to go to the gym, but I got there and it was full again. Like for the machines that I would use, the gym part with the weights and everything, that wasn't full, but I really don't know how to use all them, and I am going to have to go and get one of the guys that works there to show me how to use them all. In fact, I did ask, I'm trying to remember his name because it has his name on, like, please speak to so and so, he's our gym whatever, and he says he's not in today. I was like, I don't want to use the machines when I don't know how to use them, so I just came home, didn't bother with it. I was just kind of annoyed actually that I had planned so many classes this week, well 3 classes this week, and something had happened at every one of them. It is annoying, especially the ones that were cancelled. You think, they don't even tell you a reason why they're cancelled. So for the week ahead, I've booked the spin class. I've got the 5:15 one this week. Trying to get into that 5:15 class is a pain in the bum. You have to actually book at 5:15, after 5:15, the Monday before. So I was literally sitting on my phone at 13 minutes past 5 waiting for it to actually allow me to book it. I don't know what I'm going to do this week. I might just book it when I go there. I don't know if I'll be able to do that. So I've got the 5:15 spin class. I have booked a Zumba class on Tuesday for, I think it's 10 o'clock. So instead of the Wednesday one, I've booked the Tuesday one for the morning. And then I've got the Pilates class booked again. So hopefully I should be able to get to all 3 classes this week, because I prefer the classes. I really prefer the classes than I do just going to the gym. I was thinking about going to the gym today, but I really don't like going to the gym when it's full of people. Like at the minute it's really full of people at the weekends and stuff, and I do not like it. So I might get my gym gear on and go down and see if it's got people in it. I don't mean like 1 or 2 people. It's just all the bodybuilder types. It seems to be full of them at the weekend. So I might get my gym gear on, go down and see what it's like, and if it is full of all the people, just freaking leave and go for a big long walk. Might do like a big long walk instead, which defeats the purpose of paying £50 a month for a gym membership. Anyway, I need to stop talking because I'm just rambling on and on and on and on, and I haven't even shown you what my weight loss was this week. So when I stepped on the scales yesterday morning, I found that I had lost 2.5 pounds, which brings my total weight loss to 3 stone 1.5 pounds. Back in the 3 stone weight loss target zone. Back in the 3 stone weight loss zone. Do 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 do. That made me so happy. I only needed to lose £1 to be back into the 3 stone weight loss zone, but I'm happy. I could not grumble at that £2.5 loss. I cannot grumble at it. That is a good loss, especially for me. I'm someone who loses little and often. I'll lose quite a lot of £0.5 here, £1 there, and I'm always happy with what my weight loss is. I know how my body seems to lose weight little and often. So £2.5 is actually quite a big weight loss for me, I think. Especially considering I had one cheat meal this week. It may have been £3 if I hadn't had that meal, I never know, but I'm not going to complain about it. I'm not going to worry about it. I will still have that cheat meal every time I go to my dad's, which is once every few weeks. So that now means that I've only got 1 stone, £2.5 to get to Target. How good is that? Oh, actually, while we're on the subject of Target, one of my subscribers, Emma, I will link her channel down below because she has recently, in the last couple of months, just started filming her what she eats in a day, and she literally films every day and uploads every day what she eats in a day on Summer World. And she has lost, oh god, lots of weight. I can't even remember how much it is. Let me just check. Oh, I don't have nothing to check it with. My phone's dead. I'm sure she's lost like 6 stone or something since March or April last year, and she only has £1 to go till she gets to Target. Good luck, Emma. I'm keeping all my fingers and my toes and everything else that can be crossed for you for this week. I hope you smash it. Go and watch Emma's channel because it's great ideas for what to eat in a day to lose weight, and she obviously has done so well. I don't even think she had a lot of naughty treats over Christmas either. I don't think she was as bad as me, certainly. So definitely go and check her channel out. I will link it down below. And good luck, Emma, for, is it Tuesday? I think it might be Tuesday or something she does her weigh-in. So good luck for Tuesday, Emma. I can't flip and wait till I've only got £1 to go till I get to Target. Fiona, I don't know if anybody noticed it, Fiona in the comments wrote she's predicting that it's going to be September that I reach Target. So we will see. I think September's pretty realistic, and not, she said don't put pressure on me, but I don't think that's a lot of pressure. September's still 9 months away. I have like 9 months to get to Target and reach Fiona's prediction. Or I could just prove her wrong and lose it by May. Who knows? Who knows? I don't care. I don't care when I get to Target. I just want to get to Target this year. And I think I said to Fiona I want to get to Target by the 30th of November, because once Christmas hits I have no chance. So I've given myself till the 30th of November to get to Target. But really, hopefully it's not going to take that long, but you never know. You never know what crap's going to come your way and knock you off plan, or how difficult it is going to be to lose those last few pounds. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up here because I have spoken a lot, I think, and nothing about anything in particular really. So please like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time.